അനുവദിക്കുന്നില്ല എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ പിന്നെ പാർലമെന്റിൽ ഒരു കാര്യം ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് എന്താ കാര്യമുള്ളത്? അപ്പോൾ ശരിയായി ചൂണ്ടിക്കാട്ടപ്പെടുന്ന കാര്യം, രാഹുൽ ഗാന്ധി പാർലമെന്റിൽ പറയാൻ ശ്രമിച്ചൊരു പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട കാര്യം, നമ്മുടെ രാജ്യത്തെ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ വ്യവസ്ഥ നേരിടുന്ന പ്രശ്നം അത് നീറ്റിലേക്ക് മാത്രമല്ല, നീറ്റിൽ പേപ്പർ ചോർച്ച മാത്രമല്ല. ഇപ്പോൾ പേപ്പർ ചോർച്ച തടയാൻ വേണ്ടി സർക്കാർ എന്താണ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്? ഒരു പുതിയ നിയമം കൊണ്ടുവരുന്നു, ശിക്ഷ ഘടിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. അതായത് മോഷണം, ഒരു വസ്തു മോഷണം പോകരുത്, മോഷണം പോകാതിരിക്കാൻ എന്ത് ചെയ്യണമെന്ന് ചോദിക്കുമ്പോൾ മോഷ്ടാക്കൾക്ക് കടുത്ത ശിക്ഷ ഉറപ്പായിക്കൊണ്ട് ഞങ്ങൾ മോഷണം തടയുമെന്ന് പറയുന്നത് എത്രമാത്രം അബദ്ധവും വിഡ്ഢിത്തരവുമാണോ അതാണ് ഇപ്പോഴും സർക്കാർ ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And that gets things running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé. When it comes to building from the back, I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a...
Mbappe!
Triol. Rijkaard. And Jamal.
Roberto Carlos. Well read, nice interception.
Vieira. Jamal.
And the pass is intercepted. He is through here. Oh, he's brought him down and it is a penalty. Arsenal really could have done without this. The major moment in the game. He scores for sure! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Ronaldinho. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. It's Lewandowski! And that was too close for comfort.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Neymar chasing after it. Ronaldinho gets across and deals with it. Now it's Lewandowski. Neymar. Yamal. Chance! That's a decent clearance. Rodri. Knocks it into space. Look at the space here. Baresi attempts a clearance. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And there's the shot! And they've got rid.
Arsenal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And here's Neymar. He's found a way through. Oh, what Neymar! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a chance, surely! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That's the end of the first 45. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Arsenal are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 80, Ronaldinho. Coming on the field.
Here is the first touch of the second half.
Adams.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
That's really well manoeuvred. And this is Neymar. And he's managed to get free. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pinches it off him. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And reclaimed it in a trice. Rudiger. Oh, can he get onto this? Can he latch onto this? Hernandez. Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Rodri. Nicely weighted ball. Pedri. Now it's Neymar, and this is Messi, and this is Lewandowski. Lewandowski unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Vieira. The man we've all come to watch. And it's Neymar. And he plays one through. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this to extend their lead. He has missed it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Roberto Carlos. That pass has been well intercepted. He's in a good... And the shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Madrid find a position of real strength now. Mbappe making good progress. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Substitutions taking place.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Rodri. Osimhen was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see...
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
A whisker away from making it 4.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there. Arsenal really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Tries to pass it through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Costa Curta. And it's Pedri. Couldn't squeeze it through. And that has left him in a heap. Time added on 4 minutes. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! And they are right back within touch. And that was as close to certain as can be.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space. The player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Substitution.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're very much on the way. Oh no, this does not look good. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Pass somewhat off target. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed.
Applies the finish! And the keeper could only will that wide of the post.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
De Ligt spots it and intercepts. Saliba, quarter of an hour played. Played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Tries to play it through. Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Shevchenko. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Gerrard. Gerrard! Tremendous from Gerrard! A finish of true class! It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And he's got away. Can he finish? Goal! They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Neatly clipped into space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
No, that's been intercepted. Threads one in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mbappe! Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. James Rodriguez has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on
2
sight.
added minutes has been indicated.
It's a pretty loose pass. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Reflections on the first half?
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 5, Messi. Coming on the field is number
There's the whistle
15.
then to start the second half. Oh, easy pickings there. And that was asking for too much. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Arsenal do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Pedri. Roberto Carlos. Well, that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Juve. Oh, good spread. He's got away. Shevchenko. Takes a shot! Oh, good finish. And they've got their lead back. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So we have a breakthrough, and now how will things develop from here? Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that looks a decent ball. Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. And he was quick to react. Scholes is always looking to break lines. Rodri really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Scholes. Mbappe. Can he finish? The the most accurate pass. Oh, that's ambitious. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Haaland. McAllister getting this one clear.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Knocks it into space. Arsenal very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, whatever it is...
Oh, what a mistake! Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He won't be happy with that one. That looks a good ball through.
Munich really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things.
Please be made aware that smoking
So,
is...
Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium. And I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent,
against
the
Portugal.
atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less good... Real chance! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that pass is takes a shot! He's got plenty of space out wide here. Tries a shot! And we have our very first corner. That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Arsenal are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Dahari showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's destined for the flank. He's in plenty of space here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Yamal, and the pass is intercepted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Beckham. Baresi shows the will to win the ball. And they're on him in a flash. Roberto Carlos is there, and he can get that clear. He steps in, and that's the end of that. In towards the back stick. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Yamal makes a move down the right. Now it's Neymar. Silvestre finding himself in space. Has a look up and delivers. Baresi clears it away. Yamal, it's a searching pass. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
There
Costa
will be
Curta.
1 minute added time.
Ronaldinho. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And
Arsenal
we'd like to inform
finding
you now
themselves
that the latest
behind
travel
by just
information
one goal
is
at
currently
the
being
break.
displayed on the screen.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitutions taking place.
So right back into the action.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And the shot! It's loose, and again! It's a goal! They are right back in business!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
After 50 minutes.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Arsenal restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Beckenbauer. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yamal! And he couldn't finish.
Lamine Yamal has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Yamal. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Torres. Baresi running with intent. Beckenbauer. And it's O'Reilly. And here's Torres. That's a little off target. That has not gone well. Pedri powering forward here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. Deftly away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Plays a sharp little ball. There's the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Roberto Carlos with the short one.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And now a sudden chance to counter. He'll try to keep this alive. That's going to go a long way. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Lampard looking to play it into the box.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Pedri.
Portugal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
That is a brilliant interception. Spread it left. Now it's Torres. That has been slung wide. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Dani Olmo.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And this is Torres. And he's heaved it away. And nicely intercepted.
2 added minutes has
Threads
been
one in.
indicated.
Short changes him with that pass. And here's Yamal. Picked out brilliantly. And he shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And time is up. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, there are keepers, Peter. Great keepers. And there's this man, Manuel Neuer. One of the few who can claim to have pretty much revolutionised his position, following in the steps of the great Kaiser, who some...
Haaland! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
What a pass, one that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Ronaldinho, good strong midfield running here. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mbappe.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Baresi. Here's Rodri. That's a good ball out wide. Ronaldinho. He's had a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ronaldinho is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Roberto Carlos goes short. Costa Curta. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that is well cleared. So it is still 0-0. Oh, that's fabulous. Pedri can so cleverly bypass the press. Rijkaard. It's gone out for a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Gerrard. Yamal. And this is Ronaldinho! Roberto Carlos. Neymar. Now it's Gerrard. That is a great pick out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Argentina clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's a pretty loose pass. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Beckham. Pedri stands tall and stands strong. It's a good run he's making out on the left. And he's forced to go back. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Neymar. Baresi does well to get it back. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's gone for goal.
Added time.
That's got him rattled. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Just a quick announcement and an exciting
So,
one
nothing
too.
to
We're
report
about
so
to
far
announce
on the
today's
goals
watching
front.
numbers.
After all
Please
that
watch the
probing
screen
and
if you have a
testing the
ticket.
waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. Back on the way then.
Arsenal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Knocks it into space. Roberto Carlos. And it's Neymar. That is very well defended. Cannavaro makes the interception. Argentina are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Gerrard. Rodri. Can he finish? Oh, special! That is a special goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! How they've waited! Now they have it! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
That's brilliant control, Peter, from an awkward height too. You know, it's great improvisation here.
Erling Haaland. Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Oh, it's Ronaldinho! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
The pass is intercepted. Pedri running with the ball.
could go all the way here. Ronaldinho. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Haaland, and the finish! Sensational from Haaland! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And this is getting better and better.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Oh, it's Rijkaard. Messi receives it in a wide position.
Well, it's
Roberto Carlos! And again! And there's a goal! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Argentina cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Chance, surely! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Ronaldinho tries one from range. Same again, same outcome.
Arsenal really can
There
be
will be
very
5
happy with
minutes
the way they're
added
going
time.
about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Not the most accurate pass. Tries to play it through. Beckham. Now it's Puskas. Neymar. And he's managed to get free. Neymar! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that's it. They chased and chased, but it wasn't to be. Arsenal pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win.
Welcome to one of English football's red-letter days. Arsenal versus Manchester United will always be a major date on the footballing calendar. There might have been a shift in the bigger picture and indeed the power balance since the days when both these teams were perennial winners. But one thing remains unchanged. They cannot stand losing to each other. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, this is undoubtedly a mouth-watering encounter. Certainly it has played a significant part in the history of the English game.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
We're up and running then. Saliba gets it away. Steep shot, surely! And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Manchester United are looking to go forward now.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raul.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
Now it's Lewandowski. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Raul, always looking for that half a chance. Now it's Lewandowski.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's found space here. Shapes to shoot! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Bissouma.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Rodgers. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Raul. Now Rodgers. Haaland did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Raul. He's had it taken off him. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lack. Raul! He's got to be quick to recover this.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Rodgers gathers from the goal kick. João Neves. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And this is Raul. Pedri can see things others simply cannot. Bissouma. Vardiol. Bissouma. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Raul. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. He's having a hit! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. And we are back on the way. So neither side has yet broken through. And the shot! Sensational from Haaland!
Surprise, surprise, who else? The ideal time and the ideal man to do it. This is going to liven up the second half.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And that is a little undercooked. Haaland is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task.
Can he finish? And he hits the net! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Raul. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Rodri. Well, they've got it again. Now it's Lewandowski. It's a searching pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Van Dijk. Bissouma. Now Foden. Rodgers. He's being urged to... And a chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's quick to get rid. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Foden. 75 minutes played. He's in a great position here, and he is dashing. He's having a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Now it's Lewandowski. Now he's got space here. Can he latch on? Oh no, this does not look good. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Oh, easy pickings there. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Raul, played out wide. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Foden. Rodri with the clearance. Now it's Yamal. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Rodgers.
There will be 3
Added
minutes
time going up
added time.
here. It's 3 minutes. Rodri. Now it's Haaland. And we're done. Arsenal are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very
Hello,
nicely
everybody,
here.
and welcome
Gorgeous,
to today's
gorgeous
match.
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent,
Against
the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And Cruyff! He's done very well to get to that.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Ivory Coast with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries one from range! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Now that looks a decent ball. Haaland! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
And he's had it nicked away. That is ended up in no man's land. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Now it's Cruyff. He's picked his way through. And Cruyff! Oh, that was no routine save.
Cruyff clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. Tries to get it clear. Oh, it's come loose. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Pinches it off him.
Mateus really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
No way through. And it's Pedri. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Rummenigge on a serious charge here. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Looking to play him in. It's loose now and they want to get it back. That is good alertness. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Cruyff. And he's got away from it. Cruyff! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he can thump it away. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And that is a little undercooked. And he's in on goal, and a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 3 coming up.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Defending of the desperate variety. Saka. hoisted in, and out it comes again. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So between them, no goals at all so far.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So, into the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. That has not gone well. Ivory Coast are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the shot and goal! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
No, he's managed to misplace that. Well, he can only improve on that one next time. Haaland. Now, can they get him away? That's a sharp pass. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Rummenigge, a player of legendary status. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Vieira. Well read, nice interception. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Substitution for Ivory Coast. Number 22, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 13, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 9,
Rodri.
Coming on the field, number
Bumps him off it and
25,
wins back the ball.
Robert
It's a
Lewandowski.
searching pass.
Number 19.
Oh,
Neymar.
what has happened here?
Number 21,
Haaland is onto
Messi.
this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Alexander-Arnold can get it clear. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, what a mistake! He is through here. It's a threatening ball. And he thumps it clear.
Ivory Coast really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Tries to play it through. That's a decent clearance. Struck first time. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Vieira.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ivory Coast have got it back and they'll have another go. Great vision.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's on it, can he get away? And time is up. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway.
He's not the type to hog the limelight, but Angelo Peruzzi is a man I always thought worthy of praise.
Well, listen, Jim, few would question his record or his reputation, but I wonder what you think stands out about him.
Well, consistency for one, Peter, but I also like the calm aura he exudes. He'll go out of his way to make everything look effortless. He firmly believes that gave him the psychological edge.
Now it's Neymar. Pinches it off him. Can he get on the end of this? And the pass is intercepted. Well read, nice interception. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Look at the space here. Threads one in. Brilliantly cut out. And he can thump it away. It's Ronaldinho! Ronaldinho! Wow! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Arsenal take the lead. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Yeah, it tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
So, a breakthrough already. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, well measured. Now it's Mbappe. Picks out Haaland! Goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
Number 11, Erling Haaland.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell. One that...
Shot a goal! It's in! Right back in the game! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And they can counter here. Throw it. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And he cuts out the supply. Olise. Looking to play him in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He won't be happy with that one. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Ronaldinho. Bullish header! Well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And now he has 2. Arsenal go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And we have our very first corner. Van Bommel is there, and he can get that clear. Here's a chance! And now they can spring out of defence. Cafu. Now it's Shevchenko. And it's Messi. That's an imaginative pass.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's going to be disappointed with that. So, a temporary halt to the action.
Arsenal are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
With the father of a boy
Arsenal claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Oh, that... Can he finish? Strong running down that left flank. He's got away. He's had it taken off him. Roberto Carlos, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
Tries from... Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, they could be caught out here. Shevchenko for Olise. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And here's Haaland. Chance, surely! And it's there! Irrepressible, imperious, that's what makes him what he is! He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, the keeper's equal to it.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Tries to play it through. Well read, and the danger is averted. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want. Cristiano Ronaldo. Van Bommel. Arsenal still without a single shot on target. Pinches it off him. Well, that has not gone well. Looking for a runner. And he's cut it out. Ronaldinho! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 80, Ronaldinho.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
He might be in here. Good ball, Yamal. He's through on goal here. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Khan must save this. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Nicely weighted ball. Cannavaro opts for safety. Arsenal have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! And it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Looking to play him in. Chance! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Oh, he's having a go! And he's lifted it over.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Alexander-Arnold. Here's Deco. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Alexander-Arnold looking for the run. That has been cut short. Couldn't squeeze it through. Threads one in. Mbappe. Khan claims comfortably. And And that is the end of the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Just a
Arsenal
quick announcement. It is now
absolutely
time for our
dominated
special
that half,
lottery.
Peter,
Please
and
grab
now
the
it's
tickets
all
you were given
about
when you were
game
walking through the
management.
gates.
There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Arsenal seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Away we go
Coming on
again.
to replace him is number 19, Eto'o.
It's a good run down the right. Rodri.
Such good technique.
Yamal is onto this. Luis Suarez. It's a searching pass. The message is clear, none shall pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
No, that's been intercepted.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Ronaldinho tries to dink it through. Zanetti with the clearance. And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, it's Luis Suarez! And that's a good finish. They're back within reach!
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Yamal. Xavi Alonso. And it's Luis Suarez. And that could set him on his way. Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Roberto Carlos. Looking for options for movement. Great Eto'o! Oh, split-second reaction.
Eto'o clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And he thumps it clear. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Ronaldinho in acres of space out wide. Zanetti. Tries to pass it through. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Tempers are flaring. The referee really needs to get a grip again. Xavi Alonso taking charge of the dead ball. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Corner number 3 coming up. Mbappe tries to clear. Alexander-Arnold purring through the gears. Good running, strong and purposeful. Nice bit of trickery, and that's a good ball. Roberto Carlos. Oh, truly brave defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Brilliantly cut out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
That's been cut out, well played. Great defending, strong and determined. There will be 4 extra minutes. Luis Suarez. Now it's Messi. He has found the way. Goes for the shot! And the keeper read that really well. So that's it. It is all over. Arsenal can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are. Wow, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Arsenal.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
Batistuta, and he's had it nicked away, done delicately. He's had it taken off him. Pass is just off target. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's a cute ball. Oh, delightful ball. And Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Rodri calmly anticipates. And it's Xavi Alonso. Batistuta, he might be in here! Batistuta! He's done very well to get to that.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
The most accurate pass. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Yamal, cute ball now, how can he reach it? Howson gets across to intercept that. That has been slung wide. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a foul, no two ways about it. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Alonso, now there's a fight, and Batistuta! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Paris Saint-Germain, after 29 minutes, is number 11.
Paris Saint-Germain have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Brilliantly cut out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Paris Saint-Germain definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. The referee's come over, it's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Xavi Alonso.
Arsenal certainly could do with a positive spell.
Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Paris Saint-Germain, after 37 minutes, is number 9, Yamal.
Paris Saint-Germain are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an up...
Ronaldinho! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Space for him to turn and look. Yamal, shot, surely! And it's there! They are purring, truly purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Number 9, Yamal.
A case now of complete control.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Beckenbauer. And that has put paid to that. That's it, 45 minutes up. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second
Hello
half
everybody,
very
and
soon.
please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members. Substitution for Arsenal, number 18, Ronaldinho. Coming on the field is number 10.
Away we go again.
Giroud. Substitutions
Arsenal
taking place.
decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Oh, it's come loose. And it's Rodri. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Looking to play him in.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. He's picked his way through. Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! And no mistake. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Paris Saint-Germain are having a ball here. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement with...
Can he finish? Oh, denied at the last.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Haaland plays it short. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Tries to pass it through. Ronaldinho can so cleverly bypass the press. And he's quick to snatch it back. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Costa Curta running with intent. And he gets rid in a hurry. And here comes the corner. Arsenal have their second corner now. Silvestre is there, and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Yamal. Driving forward.
That's good play from him.
Van Dijk carries the ball down the right. And now the breakaway. Casillas is there to clear. Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That has not gone well. And this is Batistuta. Ronaldinho. Can he finish?
Added time.
No, that's just wide. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Aimed beyond the defence. And that is as far as it goes. Arsenal have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
And we'd like to inform.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
Hello,
clear
everybody,
evening.
and welcome
The
to
conditions
today's
contributing
match.
to a fantastic
Arsenal
atmosphere in the
against
stands.
Milan.
This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
He was somewhat off target and claimed it back swiftly. Roberto Carlos making good progress.
Shinji Ono had a very decent spell in Rotterdam, didn't he, Peter?
Oh, he certainly did. Described, Jim, I think, by some of the best judges in Dutch football in very glowing terms. A lot of high praise around when talking about this guy.
Well, when you see some of his passing and what he can really do on the ball, I'm very inclined to agree.
Yamal goes for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Rodri. And the pass is intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's the throw. Ball's out once more. Olise! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Good ball, good take. Milan have reclaimed it. Oh no! Goal! Milan! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
28 minutes is number 50.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Now it's Yamal. Looking for options for movement. He's a sharp little ball here. Shot could be... Shoots! And that's a good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution in progress.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Pinches it off him. Olise. And here's Messi. Oh, cracking ball. Rodri. Great vision.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That's a sharp pass. Searching pass he's played there. Big John! That is outstanding from Van Nistelrooy! A finish right from the top draw! And deep into first half stoppage time, a timely strike. Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
And that is all they have time for. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And neither side holding back
Just a
here.
quick
It has
request
been
today for
quite a
everybody
half
to
this.
please kindly
Well, I think the
remove
message
any
from the
cars
manager at
parked on the
half-time
road
will be
outside the
pretty
stadium.
simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Deftly away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Yamal, there's the shot! Arsenal needing a change of fortune here. Takes a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Distributed tidily. Nicely shaped ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Pedri conjures time and space where few can. And he's managed to get free. Lovely feet. Oh, well played. Vitinha. And the counter is on. Not the most accurate pass. He is through here. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Tries to play it through. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, that's fabulous! Aims beyond the defence. Real chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 13.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Gerrard, number 20. Mbappe, number
Olise.
26. Pedri,
He has found the way through.
number 15.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is
Coming
a
on the
penalty.
field
Oh, the protests are futile. The decision is made. Late drama. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
So this to extend their lead. What a save by David Raya! He has spurned it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
And he's taking no chances there. Neymar. Shot a goal! Roberto Carlos gets it away. Oh, it's played into the area. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Ronaldinho. And that is that. Arsenal can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent